What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Trending Crypto. It's been a while, but we're going to be going over XCN today, which is down 1.9% at 1.7 cents. We're at $585 million market cap. Pretty heavy retracement from where we were at a while back, but really not too concerned about it. A lot of these altcoins in the long-term time frame are looking absolutely beautiful. As of now, I've mentioned I'm done doing the short-term trading for the remainder of 2025. My personal opinion is buy, hold, buy, hold, buy, hold, buy, hold. Bull run's going to be over October, November of this year, and things should start getting exciting here in the next couple of weeks. Now, the all-time high in this is 18 cents 3 years ago. All-time low is a year ago at 0.0007. If you would have bought then, you'd be up 23x on your investment. XCN is currently available on Coinbase with the leading volume, HTX, Gate.io, KuCoin, Kraken, BitGet. You have 4 different pages down here of exchanges. So if you want this coin, you can most likely find it somewhere. So with that, let's get into the price prediction and technical analysis on XCN. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at XCN here. This is what we had drawn last time, the uptrend support area, and us finally getting over that 618 right there. And on the lifelong fib, this is the lifelong fib here from the high to the low, and we're over the 618. So that is our main area to focus on. We do not want XCN to fall below 1.5 cents, guys. If that happens, it's going to be a bad time. Now we have been covering XCN for quite a while now, extensively. The day chart right now, I will be frank with you, is looking bearish. It is. Now, if you look, what I mean by that is MACD's heading towards a bearish crossover. We've been bearish since April 14th on that. The RSI is pretty toppy, starting to head back down. The WTX is heading back down. And the big one is the blue is below orange. And if you just look at the price history going all the way back to 2003, all the way back to beginning of time, every time the stock RSI has topped out at 99, we've had to come all the way back down here before we started seeing a rally. That's why, as of right now, I do think XCN might be experiencing a retracement. But like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm not interested in these day time frames, 4-hour time frames anymore. What I'm looking at now is the weekly. All crypto right now, if you look at, I'd say 99% of crypto right now, if you look at the weekly charts, they are looking fantastic. Now, each one of these candles is a single week, so it's a longer term time frame, guys. It's not going to be like day. You're not going to get constant candles forming. But overall, this is the most bearish you've ever been here on XCN back in March of 2025. And on the weekly, we're working towards a bullish crossover here. We're losing that bearish momentum for the last 3 weeks, working for the blue over the orange. We're still on the bullish side of the MACD. You know, if the line's below here, that's more bearish. If it's above here, it's bullish. So that's looking good. RSI is looking good. WTX is starting to rally back up. And the big one here on the weekly is the stock RSI has bottomed. The last time the stock RSI has bottomed was back in June of 2024, right? June of 2024 is right here in the beginning of this ascension. So I'm gearing up for, and this wasn't even the full blown bull run, right? This was the beginning of the bull run. So I'm pretty excited to see what happens now that altcoin season is starting to rally and this thing's starting to, you know, show some promise here. A lot of altcoins are bottoming out in the long-term time frame. That's why my personal opinion, buy and hold is the best the best plan of action right now. I'm done doing the intraday swing trading and stuff like that. Right now, my tactic is buy and hold for the remainder of 2025. Buy, hold, put it in my ledger, forget about it. And at the end of 2025, hopefully I'm right, and they should be worth a lot more. So the weekly is looking pretty good. 4-hour time frame, the short-term time frame for you traders, I would be keeping an eye on that 618 right here at 1.5. The great thing on the 4-hour time frame, if you're a short-term trader, which if I was a short-term trader, and this kind of gets me geeked up and makes me want to play short-term again, is the short-term, you're actually not looking bad at all. This is considered a bull flag. I've gone over all these type of patterns before. This is a bull flag right here on the short term, which a bull flag in the name is bullish, right? You have your flagpole, you have the consolidation, and then you have the breakout to the upside. Now, what you can think of this as is you have your flagpole, and then think of this consolidation within this pennant as a spring. You get all that energy, that squeeze, and then when you break out, you see some heavy movement to the upside. So if I was a swing trader, not financial advice, like on the short term, if you look at the MACD on the 4-hour, the short term is actually looking really good. The 4-hour, we're actually about ready to cross over bullish on the MACD since April 12th. The RSI is looking good. The stock or WTX is looking good. And the big one is this. This is the only concerning part right here. We did have a cross right here with blue below orange. So Let's just keep a close eye on that. Bull flags, I would say are about 75 to 80% accurate to being bullish, but there is also, that 20% of bearishness. So if anything, if we break to the downside, that 618 absolutely needs to hold us, and maybe something like that will be at play. Now, if we need to be realistic here, if we go to the day chart, let's just look at the days for people. We're going to ignore the entire high to low fib, and we're actually going to do the fib right here. This is the pretty much the 2025 fib, and that 618 is actually all the way down here at 1.1. And as you can see, we did get rejected at that 786 at 2.2. So I'll just be frank with you guys. I try to be as realistic as I can. I do come across as more bullish than bearish a lot more often than I should. So we're gonna start being realistic here on the day chart. I wouldn't ignore this possible move for XCN. I mean, it's kind of showing it too on the day chart. Like I said, after this big bullish movement, we're working towards this crossover right here on the MACD, which is unfortunately bearish. The RSI did top out. We're starting to see a heavy retracement there. The WTX is kind of flatline, starting to roll over, and then the big one, the stock RSI, blue is below orange. So I would keep this in the back of your mind here in the long term. But as of right now, I am done looking at 4 hour and the day charts for my personal trading. I'm looking at the weekly time frames. The weekly time frames are for the long-term buy and hold people, and the long term, it does look pretty dang good. So as of right now, if you're a day trader, long-term holder, whatever it is, the 618 is going to be the storyteller on this one. On the 2025 fib, it's at 1.1, and if we go back to oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go back forever on this one. I should have just redrawn it. I'll just redraw it. And then if you go to the lifelong fib from the high to low, the 618 is right here at 1.5. So keep an eye on 1.5, guys. I'm pretty confident that's going to get hit. But you never know. It's crypto, right? It's crypto. So keep an eye on that. Honestly, with the heavy retracement that we experienced recently, this really didn't tank that hard. So it's holding up pretty dang strong. Now, the big thing here, like I mentioned, I look at the weekly and then the monthly. The monthly is just extremely bullish, guys. We haven't even started taking off yet. Now, there's not a whole lot of data on the monthly right now. Maybe we can look at XCN on MEXC real quick. I want to look at MEXC. It might have a little bit more data for no, it doesn't. We'll go back. So on the monthly right now, we're actually not looking bad. I mean, the stock RSI on the monthly is falling pretty hard, but there's just not that much data on it because Onyxcoin hasn't been out that long. It's been out for 3 years. And if you look at 3 years on a monthly time frame, you really don't get a lot. But realistically, some people are saying, hey, look at this. That's a giant cup. That's a handle. And then to infinity and beyond from that point, right? Which I'm not knocking that. We are in the bull run right now. Cup and handles. If you look at a lot of coins such as Jasmine, one like that, they're making huge cup and handle patterns as well. Which is indicative of a big move during the bull run. It's just longer term time frame. It's not like intraday. Yes, you're gonna have big swings during the intraday and stuff like that, but if you look at the long term, you just buy and hold and go outside and touch grass, you should be perfectly fine. Right now we're working on completing our handle of our cup. We have our cup, we have our handle, and then to infinity and beyond from that point. So realistically, if I had to put a guess on the bull run top for Onyxcoin, I wouldn't be surprised if we touch 34 cents to a possible, now this is hopium right here, don't take this to the bank, 1618 up here at $2.50. Now normally during a bull run, if you go from the high to the low of the prior bull run top to the bear market bottom, the next bull run, as long as they didn't put a lot of coins in circulation, so on and so forth, you normally go up to the 1236 area, which is around 32 cents. I wouldn't be shocked at all during the bull run if we did touch 32 cents. And then you normally top out between the 1236 and 1618. So if I was holding XCN, this is not financial advice, I would start taking profit at about 35 cents, big profit at 35 cents, and then just cautious at that point, because that's when euphoria is going to start hitting, and we'll probably start topping out at that point during the hyper mania phase of the bull run. So as of right now, guys, it's just intraday buy hold. Overall, I think the long-term time frame is looking fantastic. I think this thing's going to give several X of return during the hype of the bull run. It's just, I'm done doing the intraday trading stuff right now. For the remainder of 2025, I'm just buy, hold, buy, hold, buy, hold. I'm not selling anything. It's just buy and hold, buy and hold. I think the bull run top, like I mentioned, is end of October, beginning of November of this year, and things should start getting interesting because it's already April. It's already April, and if you look at the altcoin charts, which you probably see all over Twitter and everything like that, altcoins are getting ready to rock and roll. So with that, guys, long video today. Sorry I've been a little inactive. It's just, it is what it is. I'll start being a little bit more active on the channel here, start posting more videos for you guys. So with that, none of this is financial advice. And if there's any coins that you would like me to chart, you can just send me a super chat in the comments and I'll get to your coin as soon as possible. Thank you.